Hey guys, welcome to your 6.1 C notes. So this is day 3. Remember that so far we have anything to the 0 power is 1. We also know that if we have a negative exponent, it moves either to the bottom or to the top, depending on where it was originally. We also know that if we have multiple bases that are the same, we add those exponents together. So that would be a to the 5th. And we also know if we have parentheses, we multiply those exponents together. So that would be a to the 6th. Okay, so that's what we've learned so far in this section. Okay, what we're going to do today is talk about the division properties of exponents. So if I divide something that has the same base, I am subtracting my exponents. So I have a to the m over a to the n, so I'm subtracting m minus n, so top minus bottom. Okay, so for my number example, I have 4 to the 6th over 4 to the 3rd. So I have 6 minus 3 as my exponents, so I have 4 cubed. Which, remember, you can type into your calculator and you end up with 64 as your answer there. Okay, similar to yesterday, we had parentheses. Okay, now we have parentheses with a fraction. So this still goes to both pieces. Both my bases get that exponent. It's just now going to be on top and on bottom. Okay, so over here I have 3 over 2 to the 5th power. That means my 3 gets a 5th power and my 2 gets a 5th power. And then I just simplify those individually. So 3 to the 5th is 243, 2 to the 5th is 32. Okay, so let's start with a basic one. I've got my bases are both 4. So here I've got the same base. So I know I am subtracting my exponents. So I have 4 to the 5 minus 4th power. And 5 minus 4 is 1. So 4 to the 1st is just 4. Okay, my second one, again, I've got a same base. So I know this is really like negative 3 to the 4 minus 4 power. Notice I'm subtracting those exponents. And I'm thinking 4 minus 4 is 0. And anything to the 0 power is 1. So my answer for that one is 1. Okay, last one on this page. Everybody see that I have the same base here? They're all 6s, but I've got more than 2. I've got more than 1 on top and 1 on bottom. So what I have to do first is figure out how to combine the top. Okay, so remember when there's no parentheses, but my bases are the same, I add those exponents. So that's like 6 to the 3 plus 5 power over 6 to the 9th. So this is 6 to the 8th over 6 to the 9th. Okay. Remember, we always subtract top minus bottom, so this is 6 to the 8 minus 9. What is 8 minus 9? And so I've got negative 1, so 6 to the negative 1. Now remember, I don't want any negative Nancy's. I am done with negative exponents, so if I have a negative exponent, it needs to become happy, so it's going to move to the bottom. Okay, we still have that first floor of our house that we talked about. Okay, so on bottom in the basement, we've got 6 to the 1st. On top, we have a 1. Okay, and that just simplifies to 1/6. Okay, this next example, we've got a little bit more happening. Okay, so I've got 2 over x to the 4th. And then this over here, remember, you can make anything over 1 to make it a fraction. That's going to help us out. So I'm going to multiply my numbers together. 2 times 4 gets me 8. And then I have an x squared on top and an x to the 4th on bottom. That's just times 1, so it's just x to the 4th. Okay, so right now My 8 doesn't have anything. It's happy where it is. It doesn't have a negative exponent. I don't have another 8, so it stays where it is. Okay, I do have 2 bases that are x's. So I need to take care of those. Okay, so that means I'm going to subtract my exponents. 2 minus 4, which 2 minus 4 is a negative 2. Remember, I don't want any negative exponents, so that part has to move. Remember, your 8 is already happy. So 8 stays on top. And in order for this to become happy, I have to move it to the bottom. So here's my answer, 8 over x squared. Remember, if any of this is too fast, rewatch it, replay it, pause it, whatever you need to do, okay? Hey, my next example, I have a set of parentheses. Remember, parentheses mean I'm distributing, so every different base gets that power of 4. So I have a 3 to the negative 4th, x to the negative 4th, over 2 to the negative 4th, y to the negative 4th. How many negative Nancys do I have right now? So everything has a negative exponent, which means everything has to move. So whatever's on top is going to the bottom. Whatever's on bottom is coming up top. So remember, when it moves, it becomes happy and positive. Okay, so now I've got 2 to the 4th, y to the 4th on top, and 3 to the 4th, x to the 4th on bottom. Okay, I don't have any bases that are the same, so I just need to simplify my numbers. So I have 2 to the 4th power, which is something I'm typing in my calculator, this 2 to the 4th power, and I end up with 16. So I have 16 y to the 4th over, now I'm simplifying my other number, 3 to the 4th power, so I have 81 x to the 4th. Okay, the only thing I have to do now is make sure my numbers are as simplified as possible. So type in 16 divided by 81 in your calculator. So you're typing in 16 divided by 81 in my calculator. And I get a big long decimal, so I'm going to hit second PRB in order to get that as a fraction. Okay, and it tells me that it is 16 over 81. Since that's the numbers that we had originally, we know that is in simplest form, so that's my answer. Okay, the last example on this slide, again, everything gets that power of 2, but this time I have this negative hanging out front. Okay, I'm just going to leave it out front, so I'm not going to do anything with it right now. I know that 4 gets squared. My x already has a 4th power, so we multiply it times 2, and then the x on bottom gets a 2nd power. Okay, now I'm going to simplify, so that negative is still hanging out front. I'm going to go ahead and simplify my number right here. 4 squared gets me 16. Then we're multiplying those exponents on top, so I have x to the 8th over x squared. Okay, because I have an x on the top and on the bottom, I do need to simplify those. Remember, this is what we learned today with our division properties. So I am going to subtract my exponents, 8 minus 2, which gets me negative 16x to the 6th. There's my answer. Okay, we just have one left. Okay, you're getting a little more complicated each time, so remember, replay, pause, repeat, whatever you need to do. Okay, so on this one, we're going to multiply straight across to start with. So numbers together, 3 times 12. So I'm typing it in if I can't do it in my head. 3 times 12 gets me 36. Okay, then I have x squared times x to the negative 2nd power. There's no parentheses, so think about what you do with your exponent if there's no parentheses. You're multiplying. So your exponents get added together. So that's like 2 plus negative 2. And then I have these y's on the end. Each one of those has a power of 1. So I have y to the 1 plus 1 power. Okay, now I gotta take care of the bottom. So I have 4 times 2, that's 8. And I only have one x, so x, and then a y to the third. Okay, now I need to simplify. So up top, I've got 2 plus negative 2. 2 plus negative 2 is 0. So I have an x to the 0 up there, and then y, I'm simplifying. 1 plus 1 gets me 2. Okay. What did we say anything to the 0 power was? So that becomes a 1. Okay, so I have 36 times 1 times y squared over 8x y cubed. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to look and see, is there anything I can do about my numbers? Okay, so 36 divided by 8 in my calculator. I'm going to simplify as much as possible. 36 divided by 8. And remember, we want it as a fraction. So that ends up looking like 9 halves. Okay, so that's going to simplify to 9 over 2. Okay, then I still have a y squared on top and an xy cubed on bottom. Okay, so my numbers are simplified. I only have an x on bottom. It's happy where it's at, but I do have a y on top and a y on bottom. Okay, remember that we are subtracting those exponents. So y to the 2 minus 3 power, remember we're subtracting those exponents, that's y to the negative first. Okay, so it needs to belong on the bottom of my fraction. So the only thing that gets to stay up top is my 9. It's the only thing that's happy up there. On bottom I have a 2, the x, and a 1y. We move it to the bottom so that 1 becomes positive. So there's my final answer. Okay, good luck on your worksheet, guys. Feel free to email me if you have any questions. Bye.